In this task, you're going to set up a database for Wittr and add posts into it. Some of the methods have been stubbed out for you, so you'll want to check out that code. To do that, run git reset hard to remove any local changes you have. Then, git checkout task IDB store to get the stubbed methods. We're back to editing Wittr, so head over to public/js/main/indexcontroller.js. In the constructor, we're creating a promise for a database by calling openDatabase. This method is incomplete. Your task is to return a promise for a database called Wittr that has an object store called Wittrs that uses ID as its key and has an index called byDate, which is sorted by the time property. The IDB polyfill has been imported at the top of the script, so it's ready to use. Once you've done that, you need to add messages to the database. Down in _onSocket message, the database has been fetched. Your task is to add each of the messages to the Wittr store. Note that we're not using the entries in the database yet. We'll do that in the next chapter. This is a lot to cover, but you've done most of this already earlier in the course. The code in public/js/idbtest/index.js should act as a good reference. Also, if your database gets into a bad state, go into DevTools and run indexed_db.deleteDatabase and pass it a parameter of Wittr. This will remove the database and let you start afresh. Once you've created the database, refresh Wittr in the browser to run your code. Developing gets a lot easier if you have developer tools open and force update on reload checked, so you only need to refresh once to see changes. If everything's working, you should see the Wittr database in DevTools, a Wittr's object store, a byDate index, and some messages. To double check everything is working, head to the settings page and type IDB store into the test field, then press enter.